Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the Help on the Way podcast, where we are featuring October 20th, 1988, from the Summit in Houston, Texas. I am your co-host, The Game, here with my fellow co-host, Fig. Let's give them a knobless hello, Fig.
This would be when Knob and I say the same thing, but not in unison, and it's very obnoxious. So I'll just say knobless hello to everybody out there.
That's
And yes,
what I was looking for.
Yep, I am back from dysentery. Dysentery happened, and
Did you fix your wagon wheel?
I did. A bunch of oxen died fording the river. But the hunt was successful. But I could only bring back about 100 pounds of meat.
Is there another Oregon
The rest
Trail
just
disease?
rotted in the field.
Is there another Oregon Trail disease we can give Knob?
Snake bite?
Is that one? I forget.
Yeah.
Dysentery is a popular one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Knob is currently out with a snake bite, and we
Feel better, Knob.
hope that Knob can return with us next week.
But Knob is he's in one of those evangelical Christian groups that they handle snakes.
Yes.
And so Knob has attained some sort of nirvana. So I wish him the best.
Lots of auras and chakras are happening around these snakes at the moment. So
a lot of chakras.
Before we head to our main event of the evening, which was once again October 20th, 1988, from the Summit, Houston, Texas. Before that, we're going to kick off with our Channel 6 news segment, which of course is hot and heavy this week, meaning there's not much.
Not much.
There's not much.
Now, I did reach out to Knob because Knob has her finger on the pulse of the jam band scene much more than I do. And what Knob said was, and I wish Knob were here to talk about this a little bit more, but I guess the one thing we should talk about, or at least mention, is that Bob Weir and the Wolf Bros played with Sturgill Simpson. So at Farm Aid, so that happened. I don't know if Knob actually saw that, but it was on YouTube. I saw.
Oh, was it?
So it was. Yeah. So
I didn't realize it was on YouTube.
It was on the subreddit. Someone was like, "Hey, this is happening right now." I didn't go back to see if it was captured on YouTube and saved on YouTube, but I imagine you could go see it, and that sounds pretty cool. And I looked at the comments, and people were, were singing its praises, and there's a lot of Sturgill Simpson love out there, and Sturgill is going to be playing. Well, it was a Dead Ahead down in Mexico.
Yes.
So they'll be there and playing. So this is Sturgill Simpson's moment. I know nothing about Sturgill Simpson. I wish Knob were here.
I didn't realize that it was on YouTube. I want to go back and watch that because
that could be really cool, actually.
I know nothing of said Sturgill, and I'm very secretly happy that you said his name first, because when I went back and I looked at what Knob sent, I was like, oh shit. I'm gonna have to go watch a YouTube video quick just so I can get a quick pronunciation of Sturgill.
I'm guessing. I mean,
no, that's what that
sounds right to me.
That's what I was gonna go with. So
yeah,
I'm guessing that's correct. So
yeah.
Speaking of that Farm Aid gig, I saw some pictures floating around of Jay Lane. Post Farm Aid, just wandering around, like someone caught him in a funny moment with one of the security guards.
Nice, just doing Jay Lane things.
Yeah, it definitely didn't seem like the security guard was a Farm Aid type of patron. And then there was another picture of him just with a bunch of fans hanging out. It's he was definitely one of the highlights of Last Dead and Company tour.
Yes.
And every time I
just
see him now, it's like he's still doing cool shit. So
yeah, just like effortlessly
yeah,
cool and effortlessly a great drummer. Really brought a lot to Dead and Company. Effortlessly. I'm gonna keep
yeah.
saying that word. That's the word of the night.
Actually, speaking of Dead and Company, this was not on the show sheet, but from the last time we had a podcast, the John Mayer Trio
Oh, I heard about this.
is out doing its thing. And I don't know how much things they're doing. I don't know if it's like a tour, if it's just a couple dates. I have no
No.
idea. But they performed a version of "They Love Each Other."
Yeah.
And I did hear some of that. It was good.
Yeah.
It was.
It's a good one for him to make his own and
Yeah,
bring into his catalog. Yeah.
yeah. It definitely sounded a little bit of a different arrangement of
Okay.
the
Check that out.
I mean, maybe not terribly much, and it could be just. This is where when you and Nob have the musicians speak, it always like kind of
Oh,
loses.
please.
But it could be just the same thing, but just people are playing it with different instruments, and it sounds different. I have no idea. But it sounded good. Vocals were good. The music was good.
Cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to assume he will keep
Yeah.
dropping.
How could you not? Like, if you have access to that entire catalog.
Yeah, and no one could shit on him for doing it because he did it for how
No.
many years?
Yeah.
No.
I will say, to John Mayer's credit, I did not expect that bus to be driven for 8 years. I mean, I know COVID
Correct.
was a thing, but I thought it was like I honestly thought when Dead and Company came around, they were gonna cycle out the Jerry spot. Like it was gonna be the Grateful Dead, the surviving members, I guess minus Phil, or maybe he would join later. But I honestly thought that Jerry spot, really the John Mayer spot, was going to be cycled in and out. I did not expect him to be a member of that band for almost a decade. Like that is astounding. And music history, really.
Yeah. We will see what lies ahead for both Dead and Company and Dead Ahead. But now let's
go back to the past.
Yes, let's fire up the old rewind machine. If you have one of those VCR cassette little red Corvette rewinders, go ahead and fire that up. Put your tape in there, and we're gonna go back to October 20th, 1988, from the Summit in Houston, Texas. I do believe at that time the Summit was still roughly a new arena in the Houston, Texas area.
Now, do you know about the Summit from your wrestling interest?
Yes, I do. The Summit.
Did you know it's a church now?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. It's a megachurch.
It is a mega. Is it Paul? What's his name?
Paul.
No, Joel.
Paul Bearer.
I wish it was Paul Bearer's church. That'd be awesome.
From Undertaker's fame. Paul Ordnorf.
Is it
Orndorff?
It's not one of Joel Osteen's churches, is it?
Oh, that's interesting. So WWF aired the first TV card from the venue on October 19th, 1986, featuring Hulk Hogan defending his title against Paul Ordnorf.
Yes.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yes. So
that I looked up Paul on the wiki page, and that's why it got me.
It was a relatively new building, and they used to have local wrestling in Houston, Texas, and then this was like the big new like basketball arena that was built, and then they had a few big shows, and WWF came in, and then whatever, and then everything's just nonsense. But yes, so this is quite the famous building in Houston, Texas, which is now a mega church. And before
it was vacant for a while.
Yes. And before I go into the set here, it was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Did you like? I mean, maybe this is for later, but the interesting thing about the juxtaposition between the last show, which I was not featured on because I had dysentery, and the current show was that it was they were both 1988 shows.
Yes.
So both fall winter shows. So last show was December 1988. This was October 1988. So just as luck would have it, everything is random on this show, and the spreadsheet that I randomized spit out these two shows back to back. So that was kind of an interesting take to see how the band was feeling in October versus December, I thought.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
To me, they sounded fairly the same.
Huh.
I do have one I prefer more than the other, though, and we will share
Okay.
that at
Awesome.
the end.
Perfect.
Set one of our October 20th, 1988 show from the Summit in Houston, Texas consisted of Cold Rain and Snow, New Minglewood Blues, Candyman, Me and My Uncle, Mexicali Blues, West LA Fadeaway, Queen Jane Approximately, Stagger Lee, and The Music Never Stopped. Hey Fig, what were your
You
thoughts on set one?
you got it. Thanks for calling on me and not Knob. Okay. So Cold Rain and Snow. Okay, so there is, I should say, let me start with this. There is an Ultra Matrix that friend of the pod, Charlie Miller, put onto the archive, which I fully recommend because when this show was not great, it was great for the crowd noise. And so Cold Rain and Snow was it was not a bad version, it really wasn't, but it was good for the crowd noise. Like I don't know what was happening, but throughout at random times almost the crowd would react, and that was kind of cool to hear. We get into New Minglewood Blues. There's a good pounding pulse on this one. If you get a chance, listen to what Phil is doing just to move the bop along. Pretty cool. And Jerry gives us a pretty ripping solo in New Minglewood too. We get to Candyman, which is Jerry's first showcase of the night, and he actually comes out with a kind of a weak voice. He had a decent solo, but he had this very weird chorus effect on his guitar that doesn't really accentuate anything, and it was really kind of distracting from the playing. So we go into the cowboy songs. We go to Me and My Uncle, into Mexicali. I wrote that these are also rans. Does that make any sense to you about what an also ran is, dear game? Because
I don't
that's
think
what comes to my mind sometimes when I'm reviewing Grateful Dead shows, like also ran.
I don't think so.
Okay, so um, growing up, my family, we used to go to the Penn National Racecourse from time to time
Okay.
in Granville, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And also ran was something I think in horse racing, it essentially just means, like when you're looking at the horse's history, to be like, oh yeah, like 6 months
Oh,
ago they
I got
ran,
you.
6 months ago there was a race, same distance, and they also ran, which was like, okay, they got through the race, but there's really nothing to talk about. So when I'm listening to these Grateful Dead songs sometimes, and especially with this group of cowboy songs here with me, my uncle, and the Mexicali, they were also rans. They happened. They were decent. It got us through the cowboy song section. We get into West LA Fadeaway and then Queen Jane and Stagger Lee. And man, those are not my favorite songs, but these were decent versions. I liked West LA Fadeaway. Really sick Jerry solo. Definitely want to check out. Queen Jane Approximately, usually this one just kind of continues, and at some point the band just decided to put the kibosh on it and they just ended it, which was kind of interesting. Stagger Lee, it was disjointed, but in a fun way that kind of fit the bill of the song because it's just kind of like a silly song, I find. And yeah, a lot of these songs were just kind of hanging on, like just hanging on by a thread, and they never fell apart completely, but this one was disjointed in a way. Um, we get into Music Never Stopped to end set one. I was really digging Brent's synth sounds. Brent was really all over the place with the synthesizer tonight, and I just love what Brent does on the synth. Every time that he's playing around with sounds, they're just so interesting to me. It's like ear candy. So I liked what he was doing, and again, this one was a little herky jerky, and it just barely got over the finish line. So set one was it wasn't bad. It just wasn't like awesome, and it was tentative. And that's how I feel about set one. What are your thoughts?
Um, I think that's a good way to maybe describe this whole show.
Mm,
I enjoyed Cold Rain and Snow. I thought that
yeah.
was really good. Um, really enjoyed New Minglewood. Uh, excuse me. And Candyman was good as well. Me and My Uncle, no issues. Mexicali Blues was kind of just there for me. West LA Fadeaway was good. Queen Jane and Stagger Lee, eh. Um, Music Never Stopped was
couldn't have said
okay.
it better.
Yeah, and then Music Never Stopped was okay.
I will say that I reached out on a little chit chat channel and I said, if I was at a Grateful Dead concert and they played West LA Fadeaway Queen Jane to Stagger Lee, I would have taken that opportunity to go to the restroom. And Knob said that she completely disagreed with me. So, take it with a grain of salt.
Well, and I do normally like those songs.
Really?
Yeah.
These are ones I just never could get into.
And I don't know. It was just something with these versions. Not that I thought they were particularly bad. Not that I thought like Jerry was like not sounding strong or anything like that. It's just meh. They just kind of and they ran. They were just were there for me.
They can run. They can hide.
But they could not escape my love.
I was trying to do "We Can Run," but I kind of forgot the lyrics.
We can run from it.
Yeah. There you go. Impossible world. Sorry.
So good and so bad.
Yep.
Set 2 opened up with China Cat Sunflower into I Know You Rider. Then we got it playing in the band. Built to Last. Drums in Space. I Need a Miracle. Dear Mr. Fantasy into Hey Jude. Into Turn Out Your Love Light with a Black Muddy River encore.
Yeah.
Since Fig opened up set 1, I will go ahead and open up set 2.
Okay.
China Rider was good. I don't want to say it was the highlight of set 2, but it was definitely up there. I did like the China Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Playing in the band was okay. I was really looking forward to Built to Last.
The first one.
Yeah, and boy, you can tell. It's not even.
I think that's fair to say. Yes.
Very rough.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very just rough around the edges. It almost sounded like everybody wasn't like playing their instruments. Like it just felt like it was missing something. I don't know.
It was like karaoke or something.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And I love that song, and it wasn't good. It kind of bummed me out. Drums in Space I skipped. I Need a Miracle was good. The highlight of the show for me was the Dear Mr. Fantasy in Hey Jude. Thought that was excellent. That it was just as powerful and strong as any 89 fantasy. 90 fantasy was great. Love Light was good. I didn't mind this Love Light. And Black Muddy River was good. So yeah, overall, I thought it was a good show. Set 2 better than set 1. Spoiler alert, but Built to Last was rough. Your thoughts on set 2?
I generally agree. So China Rider, I didn't have the most amazing things to say about China Rider, but before we were talking, I decided to put it on with headphones. It actually sounded really good with headphones. Just the instrumentation like made sense listening through cans rather than just through speakers. So for China, I have that there's a nice pulse and rhythm, but still confused and not deliberately played. The jam was good. Brent sounded like 3 different people and is very much in front of the mix. Again, I love Brent's synth work. Just gorgeous. And tonight he was all over the place with that. And then Ryder was good as well. We get into playing. This one was pretty jazzy, but kind of just like a wallpaper version of playing in the band. And we get into a very quick, ripcord, pull the parachute transition into Built to Last, which is the first ever version of this song. And it was rough, but awesome. Like, it's a fantastic song. And, the tentativeness of their playing or the awesomeness of the song overshadowed the tenderness of their playing. And I can only imagine what it would feel like to be in Houston, Texas, and all of a sudden they're debuting like another Grateful Dead anthem. Like that is the coolest thing that I could possibly imagine. That being said, Jerry sang it very flat. Maybe he just didn't really know, what to do with his voice at that point. But this was, this was that kind of lazy Jerry voice that you hear from time to time, especially in the 80s, coming through. and he did it a couple times this show. So we get into Drums in Space. I actually did listen to it this time. I like what the synths were doing in space. I think that was Brent, so I think you can know who my MVP is. We get into Miracle, which I liked. I mean, I liked what they were doing in this last half of the second set. Miracle sounded really cool, and there's kind of a rough transition, however, into Dear Mr. Fantasy. But once it starts, and once Brent starts singing, the delivery and his rasp is just incredible. I wrote "This fucking rocks." At one point, he during the Hey Jude portion, he actually starts rapping "Don't Let Me Down, Don't Let Me Down, Don't Let Me Down," which is so cool to hear, because now we got like a confluence of like two late stage Beatles songs in a Grateful Dead show. It's just so cool. You can't beat that. And there was some really great screaming at the end. I think Bobby was getting into it with Brent, but I mean, Brent's voice, if you listen to 10 seconds of this entire show, it's going to be Brent's start to Dear Mr. Fantasy. I just cannot explain how awesome he sounded when he first started. And they keep rocking with Love Light. I really like this version of Love Light. It was a perfect segue after Hey Jude. And the encore of Black Mighty River was really sweet and really perfect, and I really liked that. So, really, I can only say great things about set 2, especially the end of set 2. And that's all I have to say. Do you want to rate the China Rider, since we don't have a Scarlet Fire?
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like it's been so long since we did a rating.
It's been literally months.
This is out of 10, right, or out of 5?
Let's do 10. I don't want to have to. We don't need to reduce our fractions here.
6.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm feeling that. I'll go with 6. Yeah, I think I probably would have done a 5 before listening to it on headphones. It wasn't an amazing China Rider, and it wasn't long by any stretch of the imagination. The jam was probably like 3 minutes long. But I love the synth, and just Brent was just accentuating and just doing beautiful stuff tonight. So I loved it.
Last week I rated that an 8. So
you rated what an 8?
Well, I rated the I Wish I Was a Headlight portion. I gave it 8 headlights.
Okay. Nice. That's a lot of headlights.
There's a lot of headlights. And yeah, this is a 6 headlight version.
Yeah, 6 headlights. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Book of the Dead. Does this show make your Book of the Dead?
It does not.
Yeah, same for me. It was good. Perfectly fine. 88 show, my opinion.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Did the last 88 show make your guys' Book of the Dead?
Yes.
Oh, it did? Okay. Interesting. Because I saw that the podcast was very long.
It's always a tell.
Yeah, it's always a tell. I was like, did this make their Book of the Dead? But that's amazing. Yeah. We've had a lot of Book of the Deads lately.
Yeah. Last week's show was really good.
It was
really good. Yeah. Really good.
And I would have totally joined you all, but I had dysentery.
Yeah, dysentery wins every once in a while.
Oh yeah. You get dysentery, you ain't doing nothing.
Do you have a set that you prefer, set 1 or set 2?
Do you want to guess for me?
I'm gonna say 2.
It's 2.
Yeah, same. Fantasy Jude was enough for me. Love Light good.
Absolutely.
Money River good. Even though Built to Last is rough, it's still the first one. So, I
liked it.
Set 2 will be coming up once we wrap up. Show MVP, you've already took mine. It's King Brent.
King Brent
killed it tonight, as always. So yes. Reddit comments. We had one Reddit comment. And it looks like Docman agrees with me. Docman427 stated, pretty good show. According to the show notes, this was the first time Built to Last was played live. Admittedly, it's a little rough around the edges, but it's cool to see those songs develop as they are played more. Like with the In the Dark material in the early 80s.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Fig. I couldn't imagine being like at a show like mid whatever and having them like debut a song.
Well, you know
And it
what
becomes a
I
part of
would.
lore and etc. etc.
Yeah, I don't think you would know with the Grateful Dead because they play so many traditional songs and so many covers. I don't think you would know the significance of hearing "Built to Last" for the first time until many, many years later. Nob would know exactly. I'm blanking on the album that Built to wait. Built to Last was an album, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know when it came out, but you wouldn't realize that you were hearing the first song, or the titular track of the new album. Or just how many other times the Dead would play that song, or how anthemic that song would become. So, it's a song that would grow with you. It's a very cool thing.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
see here. Next week.
Got a special one for y'all.
Yes, next week we are featuring September 27th, 1980, from the Warfield in San Francisco, California. This is
Yeah.
I believe I've listened to this show many times before. This is a 3-set show, with the first set being an all acoustic show, and set 1 and set 2 being electric. And this was the Reckoning recording, correct?
Well, I mean, I don't know if these versions. This is the Reckoning run. I don't know if these are the versions that got onto Reckoning and Dead Set. I don't know.
Yes. Because I feel like they did like a few of these kind of shows in the 80s.
They did, yeah. They did so they did like a long run at the Warfield, and then they went to New York and they
I'm probably
played.
thinking of the New York shows that I've listened to. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if I listened to these because
well,
but the set list or
the set lists are pretty much the same because they just
yeah.
found the best versions, and then truthfully, I think they actually did a lot of overdubbing. If you listen, I mean, Reckoning. I'm not talking ill of Reckoning, but if you listen to Reckoning, it's so perfect. And the same thing with Dead Set. It's just perfect music. I think partially because they're excellent musicians, but partially I think they actually went and did some studio stuff afterwards. So this is not Reckoning, but it's the stuff that would become Reckoning.
Yes, so that is coming up next week. Really looking forward to that. This is yeah, 3 sets acoustic. Yeah. Oh, and this is the last races on? Oh man. Yeah.
Interesting.
9/27/80 coming up next week. Let's go ahead and do our bookkeeping here for the evening. As always, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button and like and share with any and all of your Grateful Dead loving friends and family. You may find us at wherever podcasts are downloaded. However, if you do happen to use a service that loosely rhymes with chicken pot pie-fi, you won't find us on there. However, you will find us on any other major podcast platform. If you do like to get your podcast the old-fashioned way, you may get it directly on the web at helponthewaypod.podbean.com. If you would like to communicate with us via electronic mail, you may do that via helponthewaypod@gmail.com. You may also communicate with us via Reddit at reddit.com/r/Grateful Dead. We are also now on YouTube. You may find us on YouTube by just searching Help on the Way Pod.
Yep.
I believe. And you will find full episodes, starting with episode, I believe, 84. Back episode
83.
Was it 83? 80 back episodes will be coming eventually, but for now, all current and new podcasts will be up on YouTube as well. And one final plug for the Kick channel.
Final plug or initial plug?
Initial plug for the Kick channel. If you are interested in listening to Grateful Dead Radio, please check me out at kick.com/the GD channel.
Hell yeah.
Any parting words for you, good sir?
No, I've never heard of kick.com. I can't believe there hasn't been already a kick.com.
Right?
Usually these websites are like, some gobbledygook dot, LFP or something, but kick.com. Rock and roll. Let's
And
do it.
they have a whole music station section. So
Okay.
even
So
if
they-
you don't want to listen to the Grateful Dead channel, I'm not sure why you wouldn't. They have
Love
some
it.
other stations for you to listen to. So yeah, come check us out over at Kick.
Awesome.
All right. Well, did I ask you for any parting words already, Fig? I forget.
No, and honestly, I don't know the show title. I can't recall anything that we said while podcasting this. So I got nothing. Enjoy the show. I mean, it was good. Set 2 was great. You'll love the Dear Mr. Fantasy, Hey Jude. I mean, it is just a phenomenal thing.
Yes. So please make sure to stick around for set 2 of October 20th, 1988 from the Summit at Houston, Texas. And thank you once again for listening to The Help, on the Way podcast.
Jingle in the midnight sun. Come, but don't fold a drip of silver. Come on out like a crane. Quill star down to a dream. Night Cheshire like a diamond menagerie. Of all colors, blaze golden, 6 feet up to a double. E waterfall, oh my mind. A silent bell beneath a shower of pearls in the eagle. palace of the queen, Chinese.
the sun gonna shine by my back door someday. Oh, the sun gonna shine by my back door someday. Hey, hey, watching gonna blow all my troubles away. I wish I was a headlight on a northbound train. I wish I was a headline on the train. I'd shine my light through the cool Colorado rain. I know you right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. Know you right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Some folks trust reason, others trust your mind. I don't trust nothing, but I know it come out right. Say it once again, oh, I hope you understand. When it's done it up, love, then it's just a man playing in the band. Daybreak on the ladder. Some folks look for answers, others look for fights. Some folks up in treetops, just looking for their flights. But I can tell your future, just look what's in your hand. But I can't stop for nothing, I'm just playing the band. Playing in the band. Daybreak on the land. Standing on the tower, rule at my command. You just keep turning while I play in the band. If a man among you got no seed upon his hand, let him playing, playing the band. Daybreak, daybreak on the land.
There are times when you must beckon. There are times when you must fall. You can take a lot of reckoning, but you can't take it all. There are times when I can help you out, and times when you must fall. There are times when you must live in doubt, and I can't help at all. Two blue stars shine on the hill. Say no more, now just be still. Through the night, now sinking fast. Show me something built to last. Being held by the fire, yes, a cloud held by the rain. You can walk on walls of fire, but sometimes you must freeze. There are times when I offend you, and you do the same to me. If we can't or won't admit it, at least we could be through. Three blue stars set on the hill. Call them back, you never will. All these trials soon be past. Love means something built to last. Built to last till time itself falls tumbling from the sky. Built to last till darkness fades and darkness moves on all. Built to last till years roll past like cloudscapes in the sky. Show me something built to last, or something built to shine. There are times when you get hit upon. Try hard, but you cannot give. Other times you gladly part with what you need to live. Don't leave your breath to save your face when you have done your best. And I won't forget that things like the rest. All the stars are gone but one. On these days, here comes the sun. Through the night, now sinking fast.
teacher till it's enraged. Splendor in the dark, lightning on the draw. Go right through the fucking break. Reaching out and I'm gonna be there. Forget it today, oh yeah. Just one thing I got to say. I need a miracle every day. Statuettes, raven-tastic goddess of the night. We're seeking incantations, the candle burning blue. With us out the spirits, maybe that will like to do, cause it's real. Believe it today, oh yeah. Just one thing I got to say. I need a miracle every day. Show, leave her in LA, running like a stripper, running on the throttle away, cause it's real. Yeah. Can't get around it, you can't run away. Need a miracle every day. Takes time out to get me up. Too much of everything is just getting out. One more thing, but I just got to say. Need a miracle every day. Need a miracle every day. I need a miracle every day. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle every day. Some kind of miracle. I need a miracle every day. I need a miracle every day. I need a miracle. I need a miracle.
something to keep us all happy. Do anything, keep us out of this groove. Sing a song, play guitar, make it snappy. You are the one who can make this all play. But doing that, you break down each tear. Please don't be sad if it was the straight love you had. Wouldn't know you all these years.
gonna die. Baby, 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 baby. Come on, my knees. Turn on the light, shine on me. Turn on the road light, shine on me. Let it shine, let it. Get a little lonely, a little at night. Will you be babe? Make things alright. Come on, babe, baby, please. Begging you, babe. Turn on the light, shine on me. Turn on the light, and shine on me. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Turn on your light, a little bit higher. Shine on me, shine on me. Turn on your love light, and shine on me. Let it shine, let it shine, let it. Without a warning, you stole my heart. Taking it back, tore it apart. Left me standing in that corner crying. Told me your love was gonna die. Slowly die. Begging you, babe, I'm on my knees. You turn on your light and shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Turn on your light, let it shine, shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Now just a little bit high, little bit high. Turn on the light, a little bit high, a little bit high, a little bit high. Turn on your light, a little bit high. Shine on me, turn on the light, let it shine.
When the last rose of summer tricks my finger, and the hot sun chills me to the bone, when I can't hear the song for the singer, and I can't tell my pillow from a stone, I will walk alone by the black muddy river. Sing me a song of my own. I will walk alone by the black muddy river. Sing me a song of my own. When the last cold sunshine hits the mountain, and the stars start to splatter in the sky, when the moon splits the southwest horizon with the screams of an eagle on the fly, I will walk alone by the black muddy river, listen to the ripples as they moan. I will walk alone by the black muddy river. Sing me a song of my own. Black muddy river, roll on forever. I don't care how people whine, if you got another side. Roll muddy river, roll muddy river, till 7. Stones fall from my eyes instead of tears. I will walk alone by the black muddy river and dream me a dream of my own. I will walk alone by the black muddy river, sing me a song of my own, and sing me a song of my own.
One, two, three, play.